When you save a lot of money, you can spend a lot of money. Let's talk about your budget, shall we? The three places I find my clients get hung up with their budget. Pre-construction costs. When you get into building, you think, oh, I've got a bid from the contractor. I know how much this costs, and my appliances are going to cost this much, and I'm all set. That's my budget. It's not. There's way more stuff that goes into it. Your site fees, co-op fees, inspection fees. I had to pay New York City $750 to come out and dig a hole, run a hose, and see if water drained. $750. These are costs that are in there. You're gonna have to pay them. When you know all of those little things and you talk to people that have gone through it, you have a much better idea of some of the surprises that might be coming your way. Trips you might have to take during construction so you're not around. Babysitting because you're gonna be on the job, deciding finishes and all that stuff that has to be done on time. All those little extra expenses you hadn't thought of. Cleaning, holy crap. I cannot say enough. And I'm not just talking about cleanup after construction. I'm talking about ongoing cleanup. Ongoing cleanup after you've had construction, because dust just continues to fall and fall and fall. I'm trying to get an accurate idea of all of those pre-construction costs, because when I think about architect's fees and surveys and inspections and on and on and on, in my head, I'm already up to $90,000. That's $90,000 that isn't in that bid from the contractor, and that can easily blow the budget, technically, but it really wasn't in the budget. The next thing that's really important is your bid or your contractor's contract, because in the bid, there's this dirty little thing called allowances. And what allowances are, the contractor's best guess about how much money that you're gonna spend. Allowances can mess you up, because when your contractor creates a bid, what they're gonna do is they're gonna hopefully, if you have a good contractor, they're gonna give you a number that's based on reality. Windows cost $30,000 for a new house, for example. If you choose the Pella impact resistant special mullions, you're gonna blow that budget in a heartbeat. So you need to know and give the contractor the exact materials that you want to use. When I did it, when I built, I gave them a spreadsheet with the types of roof, the types of flooring, the types of appliances, the types of kitchen cabinets I expected to buy, so they could give me bids with allowances in there that were accurate. Allowances can trip you up if you don't know what things cost. Go out there and go to showrooms. Find out what a window costs. Find out what a custom window costs. Then you know if you have to buy 30 of them, is a $25,000 allowance gonna cut it? Now, if you want those specialty windows, then you really gotta look at that price and say, is this accurate? Can I stay within this number? It's not you breaking the budget, it's the budget isn't correct. If you figure out the last one, the world is your oyster. You've got money to burn. If you can manage number 3, you'll have money for all your splurges. The third and biggest place that most people get hung up, that screw up their budget, is changes. When you change your mind, it creates a ripple effect in construction. I want to move that window. No big deal. We're going to move that outlet. We're going to move that window trim. We're going to move that siding. We're going to move that framing. It creates a bunch of other problems. It may also cause delays, because now that you've moved that window, the plumber can't come in to do that thing that he needed to do, so he's gone for 2 weeks, and he holds up the electrician that was going to come back. So changes cost the most. The average change order is $5,000. $5,000. Now, the expert Bob Vila says that between 4 and 11% of your budget is going to go towards changes, things you changed your mind about. Think about that. For an average house, that's $15,000. For a really high-end house, that could be $75,000, $100,000, $250,000. Let's get back to the average Joe. $12,000, $15,000 in changes. That's a custom closet. That's a steam shower. That's an infrared sauna. That's whatever full of shit, latest, greatest thing is out there that you want. If you want it, you have to decide what you want in other areas and stick with your decisions. don't change your mind. Changing your mind costs money. Blue cabinets are not better than green cabinets. Green cabinets are not better than blue. They both suck in the kitchen, by the way. If you make up your mind and you stick with it, and you don't get FOBO, the fear of better options, then you have all that extra money to burn on all of your splurges, on all of those things you said, oh, I couldn't afford that countertop. Yes, you can, because you made decisions early and you stuck with them. Now, there's a contractor out there laughing, falling over, because he calls me Changes Bianco every time I walk on a job site, and I don't have any problem with that. Changes are a normal, everyday occurrence on a construction site. The thing is to catch them early, catch them before construction has begun, and to catch them before expensive things have been ordered. I am all for changes when you catch them early. Or if they're going to make you miserable for a much longer time, then I'll take that $5,000 loss for the lifetime of satisfaction. Most of the time, changes can be avoided by doing proper pre-planning, by going through those plans with a fine-tooth comb, thinking about every single thing, every step, how you work, where you're going to store your scissors, everything. Walk through it, live it. How is it going to feel to touch that light? When you go through all of those steps, you avoid a lot of changes, you save a lot of money, and you have a ton left over to spend. And I've got things we can spend them on. By the way, don't forget to subscribe if you found any of this useful for swimming lessons and more design tips.